all the way to the other side of East Africa, and Uganda heads to the polls in early January 2026. But as election day approaches, the opposition is sounding the alarm over what it calls escalating violence, allegedly carried out by groups linked to President Yoweri Museveni's government. The UN High Commission for Human Rights voiced similar concerns, noting credible reports. Unity platform have been arrested and detained since the start of the year. Sheila Chelangat spoke to Daniel Oyerwot, better known as Sir Dan Magic, and files this report.
With just 39 days to Uganda's general elections, political temperatures on the campaign trail continued to rise. Opposition leader and presidential aspirant Bobi Wine is once again raising the alarm, accusing state security agencies of intensifying violence ahead of the vote. At his rallies, heavily armed security forces have become a familiar sight, armed with tear gas, batons, whips and water cannons. According to Bobi Wine, their deployment is targeted at dispersing NUP supporters. These are the scenes witnessed yesterday in Gulu, in northern Uganda. Several of his aides and supporters were attacked. Among them was music producer and activist Daniel Oyerwot, known as Sir Dan Magic.
And of course, the wound, the cut was so deep. That's why I went for a CT scan. But fortunately enough, my skull rather is intact.
He says this was the third time he has been assaulted.
The second assault happened to me this same year. That was the one which is an officer assigned to Uganda police. He hit me with a helmet on my head. And then I tried my level best to go and report the case at the police, and I was sent away. They refused to enter my case into their file.
Last Wednesday, UN Human Rights Chief Volker Turk publicly criticized what he called an intensifying crackdown on the opposition and the media in Uganda.
I know he is the target. In most cases, because in most times we are together, we move together, work together.
Turk said the UN has received credible reports of at least 550 people, including NUP supporters, who have been arrested and detained since January. He further called for independent investigations into all allegations of assault, arbitrary arrest and detention, and for those responsible to be held accountable. Sheila Chelangat, TV 47, Nairobi.